the last 10 years, you've really I guess now's a really pertinent time to get you on the podcast, mate, because the last few years have been really successful for you, in particular with your surf life saving. So you've been a professional Ironman for the last 10 years, but you really started to see the fruits of your labor winning Surf Life Saving Athlete of the Year in 2018, and then the Nutri-Grain Ironman Series champion 2019 to 2020. So you won up there on the Gold Coast, and it was an enduro event, as I understand, and you were sitting almost dead last in that event, and you managed to really pull yourself through and get the bickies at the end there. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience and how fulfilling that was, given you've been in surf life saving for so long, and now you're really started to see all your hard work starting to pay off?
Yeah, mate, our sport is for those people that don't quite know what it is, it's it consists of swimming, board paddling, surf ski paddling, and running in the transition, and it all takes part off the beach. So there's certain things you can control, which is your fitness, the craft you're using, and your health. The big key factor you can't control is Mother Nature. So in that race in particular, I was actually off to a really good start, and then just got hit by a big wave, and it pushed me back to dead last. I was probably last by about, I'd have to say nearly a minute or 2 minutes with a couple of other guys. And I guess the beauty of that day was the surf was big. And normally, I try to, put myself in a mindset of like, if you do get bad luck at some point in that race, the luck will turn if you keep, somewhat positive and, just keep chipping away and executing that process really. And it did. And, I found like the race went for an hour and a half, and each leg that I did, I had my brother as my handler at the time, which is similar to like your golf caddy. And he was just, kind of giving me a couple of spurs of, inspiration really. He was just saying, yeah, mate, you're doing really well. And I'm sitting dead last. Right. So it kept the spirit somewhat high. He said, just keep chipping away, the luck will turn. And, anyway, I found myself just like creeping through the pack, picking up spot after spot. And then there was a jet ski on the lead pack. And I just kept an eye on that jet ski as to like, all right, how close am I getting to that jet ski? And before you know it, I was kind of sitting in sixth, and then I was fifth, and then fourth. And I was like, Jesus, I'm in a kind of into the last legs. I think it was a swim or a surf ski leg next to one of my idols growing up, Kai Hurst. And, him and I did the last ski leg, went into the last ski leg together, and I just backed myself and ended up getting the win. So, I think our sport, it's a very, very character building sport. You can be the best on the day, the fastest on the day, and things just not go your way. And that's kind of, for me, I kind of take that and apply that to life. Some days it's your day, the other days it's just not. And what will be, will be.
I think that's one of the NORMLESS principles we've talked about a lot in the previous guests has been, overcoming barriers and obstacles. And I think one of those probably innate challenges with your sport, as you say, is just the open nature of the environment in which you're faced with. Kai Hurst, one of your idols growing up, how was it, I guess, from a young age, idolizing someone like him, and then as you grow up, eventually getting to the stage where, you're able to compete against some of these guys?
Yeah, it's for me, it was always, I always wanted to, I guess, what's the right word? It's, racing against guys like this, I always wanted to earn their respect. But at the same time, it's like, I wanted to be so, just race so hard. And for me, I wanted to earn their respect in a racing sense. Go out there, be that young kid at the time that's going to push to the front and back himself. And if things don't go the way, so be it. But, put them up for a good fight. And then, the older you get, you kind of become, I guess, mates with them, and you realize that, you race, a race is a race on the field, and then off the field, it's like, you catch up and you don't really talk about the racing. So, yeah, no, Kai and I, we've formed a really good friendship away from that. He, he's helped me with a lot of coaching. He's actually handled handled for me when I won the Ironman series. Yeah, mate, and we're just close mates. I've got a little Leo now, and Kai's got a couple of kids, and we've got a lot, I guess, more in common now, which is great.